Industry Insider coming to you from Cherry Rock 2016. It's got to be the 4th or 5th time we've done this on camera, boys. Mammoth joining me here. How are you, lads?
Yeah, good mate. Good.
It seems it's a nice little biannual, triannual little get together we have here at Cherry Rock.
It is. And it's good. It's good for the first thing that we've done since coming back from Europe is to jump in on Cherry Rock, which is always exciting.
That was the was it Hamid again tour. Yep.
Yeah,
tour.
Hamid again tour Mark II. We went over, came back and went back over again. So
there you go.
Well, we went over in summer. Like the first time we went over was when the album was initially released, and we did a summer tour. And then when we were on that tour, I think one of the last shows we played was in Vienna, and our A&R guy from Napalm Records was just like, how would you feel about coming back over in February and doing a tour? And we were just like, oh, I don't know. And then we kind of got back here and we were just like, yeah,
we had to, because we left Pete behind, so we had to go back and get him. So that was,
What happened there? What do you mean left him behind?
He cut his hand on something and he got stuck there, so we had to go back and rest. It was like
he actually cut his hand in
Vienna.
in Austria, yeah. He
on the Vienna line.
Bought he thought it was awesome that he bought this Leatherman for really cheap, and then he was cutting down our banner and was trying to cut it the other way, and it's just slipped through and it's just gone straight down his hand.
I had an incident with is it the one with the pliers you can fold it out? Yeah, you know when you snap them back in? When I first bought mine, I snapped it back in, but it snapped shut, but on my finger, so it was just hanging off my finger. They are not nice when they bite you. That's for sure.
So consequently, our last show, which was in Frankfurt, Pete's there playing bass with, I think he had a sprain, he had a plaster on this hand, it was like fucking mummy.
Because before we actually went over, Pete is very what do you call it? Like accident prone. So before we went over, he stacked his motorbike and busted his wrist.
Mate.
So he had this wrist done up, and then all of a sudden he's cut his hand, and then he's like walking around like a.
I'll just wave from you at you from over here. Yeah. So fellas, Cherry Rock, 10 years. I can't remember how many you've played now. I tried to remember. I think it's 4, isn't it? So
it's the fourth,
it definitely is 4.
Yeah.
Sometimes you remember a lot of stuff from these gigs, and sometimes you don't. But have you got any? Did you have a think about it coming into Cherry Rock? You know, over the years, what you've seen, bands you've liked, people you've met.
Yeah, Truck Fighters are great.
Rose
Uniter, Rose Tattoo,
Rose Tattoo.
Shoe.
6 Foot Hick.
6 Foot Hick was great.
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses were good. Warrant, great.
Wasp.
But I think it's a testament to James and the staff that it's still here, because the city's changed around it. You know, like there's now that building behind the stage and everything. 10 years on, somehow it's still here and it's still exactly the same. So
I thought it was crazy. Like you know, the last times we've kind of played it, there's been nothing out there side stage before you go on the stage, and then this time I was kind of standing there and I was looking up, and there's this apartment building, and the door to the apartment building, it was right next to the stage, and people from the apartment walking out going, what's going on here? What's this?
Who put this here?
Yeah. Sweaty, smelly, dirty rock and rollers outside while they're trying to have their Sunday breakfast.
And he's pissing on their front door.
It is a really fun, like today was a really fun show. Like it's good. It's a good festival to play. It's tiny, good bands, good mix of local bands, interstate bands, and some always interesting international bands. It's pretty. It's a little ripper,
Well, I think
and
James.
I love the way it's the same size.
Yeah, I think James always does well at. He's really good at choosing some really good international acts that are you really want to see. But then he also has got a knack of kind of choosing the best local bands that are kind of going around as well, and he's got that metal band from Indonesia that I'm looking forward to. Yeah, looking forward to. I heard them on I think it was like Triple R or something like that the other day, so I'm looking forward to seeing those guys play as well. It'll be good.
Huge rock and roll community in Indonesia. It's always surprising to see, especially with Rolling Stone Indonesia.
Yeah.
And I think they got named 2014 record of the year over there
Right,
as well.
yeah, right.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I saw them walking through before, all very quiet, just
Yeah.
getting ready for the show. So.
I saw one of them Skyping their children.
I smelled them smoking those herbal cigarettes, like Indonesian tobacco.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's like being in Bali.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, so fellas, are you taking a break now? Is this just a one-off because it's Cherry Rock and you're gonna be break, or what's happening?
No, we're popped up and doing this, but we're in the studio writing at the moment. So the plans we'll probably do a couple of shows throughout the year, but really we're focusing on writing the next album, which will be our 5th album, and the plans to have that ready for
Start of next
February.
year, basically. Yeah.
February next year, and then
Tour that here and in Europe.
then it'll drop in time for summer over there.
Napalm are kind of basically like hounding us to get back overseas as much as we possibly can. So they're like, go back to Australia, write a new record, and then get your asses on the plane straight away as early as you can next year.
Not a bad thing. I'm a little bit closer to Europe now. I might come and see a show there. That'd be good.
We'll play Abu Dhabi.
And next time we've got one of those shithouse stopovers in Abu Dhabi, we'll come and have a beer with you at your place.
Well, my wife doesn't know about it yet, but you're more than welcome to stay anytime you come.
Excellent.
over.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm really sorry, but yeah, it's open Slather now. It's the stopover point. We're right near the airport, so there we go.
Good. Perfect. Very good.
Get the drinks cold.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Well, thank you very much for joining me as always. It's good to see you again. Number 4 for us, and number 10 for Cherry Rock. It's been a pleasure. Good luck with the recording.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Don't injure yourself anymore over there, please. And hey, if you want any more information, mammoth.com if you want to go find out what the lads are up to. We look forward to catching up with you again somewhere down the track, boys.
Awesome.
Enjoy the rest of Cherry Rock.
Cheers,
Done.